On. Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is the first episode of our podcast. We we have no idea what we're doing,
Correct.
and we're still waiting on one other person to get here. So I guess we'll take the time to talk about some Transformers stuff since he's not here yet, and I know he's not really into Transformers.
I have been slowly trying to indoctrinate him, but we're getting there.
One day, he'll own a masterpiece figure one day.
I'll forcibly send one to his house.
Oh, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, my name is Jack, aka Jack Nugget, and this is our show where we talk about Transformers and Toku stuff, and I guess whatever else comes to our mind.
Yep.
The collective 3 brain cells that we share.
Bold of you to assume it goes as high as 3.
Why don't you introduce yourself, my friend?
I'm Mochi. I don't know. I don't have an opener.
All right, great. Off to a great start.
Yeah.
There,
Professional.
there is no scripts. We are simply just flying by the seat of our pants. So, yeah, we'll just start by talking about Transformers. Then I guess we'll, once Enigma gets on the call, we'll transition over to the Toku stuff.
It sounds good.
All right. I don't think there's been really any big Transformer news, has there?
Not particularly. We're kind of still waiting on stuff from Toy Fair.
What was the most recent reveals? What wasn't one of the why am I blanking on the name? One of Devastator's component, not Devastator.
Menasor.
Menasor. I got confused with Devastator. Like, what? Didn't they just release one of his components?
They announced Dead End recently.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, new Frenzy / Rumble / whatever side you're on.
the blue one.
The blue one. Like, I want to see Hasbro one day just have the box saying Frenzy and or Rumble, just so everybody loses.
Yeah, the box just says "We give up."
It's whoever you think it is.
Yeah.
And we also got Bomb Burst, who looks pretty neat.
For that size class, it's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, for core class, it's not too bad.
Core class has kind of been going pretty hard lately.
Core class,
I can't read it.
Core class is not that bad. Every time I pass a hot rod, I'm tempted to pick one up. I just never feel like it.
Honestly, I recommend it. It's not as bad as it seems like a hot rod that size would be. It's much better than the Combiner Wars one.
Oh, I'm sure. And I know you love the Skywart.
Oh God.
That's like the one Seeker mold I have yet to get from the last few years.
It's a really good mold. But there's not really anything wrong with it at all. It's pretty ingenious as far as transformation goes.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that when you first got it. But
yeah, I got the Starscream version back when Kingdom was still a thing, and it was good, but I didn't like the colors. And for some reason, when you get a repaint, sometimes that just makes the exact same mold way better. I don't know how that works, but
yeah, I have like all but one of these Seeker molds, I'm still missing SG Starscream, and I have the 3 main Seekers in Earthrise, so it's like I really don't need much more. Stop it.
At this point, I'm convinced you're not even buying them. They just like manifest in your house while you're sleeping.
I swear, for the last few years, they do. They haven't shown up recently since which did I get first? Hot Link or the dead one, whatever they called it?
I think you got the Hot Link first, because I remember you being confused about the target masters that came with it.
What was I confused about them again? Like which ones they were and why they came with Hot Link for
Yeah,
some reason?
yeah, you sent me a picture of both of those. And you were like, "Who do these go to again?" And I told you they go to Hot Link, and you asked which one was which, and I said there's literally no difference other than the color of their visors.
I was probably just confused on like some of the other one of those Battlemaster molds I have because I got a few of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Studio
yeah.
Series Studio Series Fallen looks pretty dope.
Yeah, they brought back the face removal gimmick.
So you can
It would have been it would have been a sin if they hadn't.
so that you can of course have the iconic Peter Cullen line, "Give me your face."
Yep.
Uh,
Crosshairs looks okay.
Crosshairs
As,
makes me sad, but at the same time, how can you really do the trench coat?
yeah, if they'd gone with the soft plastic inner trench coat, it would have been equally as bad. So,
Well, like I don't like how this crosshairs look, but at the same time, I don't think you really can make a good looking crosshairs.
not at a deluxe price point, I wouldn't think.
That the only way to get one is probably through third party
So
black magic.
I've actually never seen a third party attempt crosshairs. Funny enough,
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing one either.
with if it's not G1, they typically just stick to like the main five movie guys on each team.
I know there was one third party who did a last night's hot rod at one point that looked okay.
Yeah, DX9,
Yeah,
a little higher, I think it was called.
yeah, and I think I've seen a few others, but you're it's like you said, they just mainly stick with the main dudes. Speaking
Yeah,
of last night hot rod, I know you hate them, but I actually think the Studio Series one is looking all right.
I do not hate TLK Hot Rod. To be honest, I've kind of gotten over that. It's just I
Well,
hate the voice work for him is what I dislike.
oh, you just don't like the French accent.
It's it's like it's like they brought the guy in. They're like, okay, you're gonna say these lines in this fashion. They handed him the script, but then didn't tell him what accent he was supposed to be doing. They just told him to do an accent.
And he had a baguette earlier that day, and
Yeah,
just like fuck it, I'm
just
just
like I
gonna
am
go
inspired.
French.
It's not even really French. It's like somehow it's like sugar-free French.
And like you said, we're getting Dead in here soon, and also Crankcase, which is doing that bulkhead mode pretty well.
Yeah, it's the Skids mold, by the way.
Oh, skids. What was I thinking? Bulkhead.
Probably just because of the blocky shoulders and all that. But
Yeah. Uh,
I know a lot of people would have preferred to see the because there's a prototype shown earlier where he actually had like the flip over cannons like the G1 figure.
oh, nice.
But at the same time, I can see why they didn't put a lot of budget into that. Not many people care about Crankcase except the
Except for Thew.
yeah and his followers. But yeah,
Which I still want to see the eventual Skids 2 video.
I swear he is just like willing things into existence at this point. Like he's just holding Hasbro at gunpoint.
No, Hasbro just watching his videos and just taking notes, knowing that they have to police him, otherwise he will just eradicate all existence.
Sure.
Uh, and last things that I particularly care to talk about is Beast Wars Inferno and Starscream. They're looking pretty nice.
Yeah, they are. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna pick up Inferno. It looks like a good version of that character, but at the same time, it's I have no connection to Inverse.
I mean, I do want the figure, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too into the bug molds. Like I think Black Arachnia is a really good figure. I'm sure Tarantulas is gonna be a good figure when we get him. Uh, and I do like Waspinator. I just hate dealing with the bug legs.
That's something that seems to plague every insect figure. Is
Because
that
they just
if
hang off. There's nothing you can do with them.
uh, it's a real problem with the Kingdom slash Legacy Scorpion mold.
Oh, it's Scorponok.
Yeah, all versions of that mold because the tail and the legs have to exist in the same spot on the back, and they just fight each other constantly.
Yeah, it gets a little awkward. Like I think they're all
Yeah,
good toys. I just hate dealing with bug legs.
yeah. Legacy Kickback does it pretty well because his
Yeah, yeah,
two frontmost legs clump together into the arms.
he's actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh hey, Ignima's here.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
Hello.
just tell him to join the call.
Suppose while we're on it. Oh yeah, Starscream. That's right.
Yeah,
That
Stargream's
one.
looking dope.
Yeah, the only caveat I have with that is the wing saber because it's not actually part of the wing. It's just an accessory that's molded to uh, simulate that part of the wing.
Yeah, I can take that part or leave it.
Yeah, fair.
Not
Other than that,
doesn't really bring it down for me any.
the most recent news is the Tonkinator, which is the most glorious thing to ever exist.
Yes, I should give. That is definitely the thing I should be giving to my girlfriend's 5-year-old son.
It, it would be a letdown if you didn't.
It's like here's your little Tonka truck. Get him the freaking combiner size toy. That's probably about as big as him.
White our Tonkus Tower.
Ladder Tonka Tower. That should be the name of this podcast.
Yeah. And for some reason, along with that figure, they have decided to re-release the Street Fighter collaboration figures.
Oh yeah, with a bunch of the Combiner Wars molds.
Titan's Return, yeah,
Well, Prime Trilogy stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Except for the exception of Chun Li, who is the T30 RC mold.
Uh, which
Which I don't-
not too long ago I bought the Studio Series Bumblebee RC and Ironhide, and Ironhide's great. RC not so much.
Yeah, I have both Ratchet and Ironhide from the Bumblebee movie. The Ironhide is far superior in my opinion because he's not going to yellow, and they fixed the head.
Thankfully, none of my yellow toys have started to yellow yet,
Yeah,
but that's because none of them are really kept in direct sunlight.
I'm kind of noticing a pattern with Hasbro and Street Fighter lately because they've done this, and then not long after they announced those Power Rangers Street Fighter Lightning Collection figures.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Uh, the Ryu,
So that
the
I think
Ryu
they're either
one looks
playing.
pretty good.
Yeah. To me, that tells me they're either planning to do more with the license or they're planning on selling it soon and they're trying to get that last bit of cash out of it.
Nemo's asking how he's supposed to join. Isn't he just supposed to be just joining the call here?
Yeah. Just tell them to. Hold on.
Does he not
Uh,
know? Does he not know how to join the call?
I don't think he uses Discord to the full extent.
Oh,
Uh, just click on the. Okay. Tell him to scroll up and click on the ongoing call bar. You should be able to join.
okay. Let's see if he figures
Yeah.
it out.
If not, this is just going to be like a very awkward podcast where we're talking. He's just on the window and screaming, "Let me in!"
we're just in the background. We're hearing somebody going, "Let me in! Let me in!" Come on, come on. We need the trio here.
It's been 72 hours. I haven't eaten.
I guess while we're waiting on him to join the call, bring Lord Dracon back in the actual show.
I 1000% agree.
Whether or not it's actually Jason David Frank under the mask, I don't care. I just want Lord Dracon because I know you
He
think
doesn't need to remove the helmet, to be honest.
like I know I know Jason has been looking pretty sus to you lately.
Yeah. I won't go into that for the sake of keeping this mostly lighthearted.
Yeah, let's keep from doing that. Can you give Enigma some more detailed instructions on how to join the call?
He might just be. It might just not be meant to be.
Bruh.
Hold on. I'm trying to show him taking a screenshot of the ongoing call thing.
Come on, we all know that podcast needs to be a trio.
Yeah, 3 is the minimum for a Sentai.
Exactly. Duo Sentai is just not a thing.
Oh god, he is trapped.
Oh god, do we have to end this call and get him back in
We
here?
might have to
Bruh. No, I'm gonna keep this recording going, but we'll just end the call and
Let me
and
try one
get
more
him on
time.
here.
Can hold on? I can probably try to add him directly because he might not be able to get him by himself.
Yeah, I know you have control of this channel, so I'll leave that part to you.
You assume because I'm in charge, I know what I'm doing.
Well, someone has to. I clearly don't. Oh, hey, you left. Okay. Okay. So this any luck?
I clicked on something and it just like sucked me out of the call.
You went into the void there for a sec.
Today's the day you go to the shadow realm.
Okay. Do we actually just have to restart this call?
We might. I think that's what we have to do. Yeah.
Okay. Let's give this a shot. This might be a good time for a break. So we shall be right back.
Yep. So after that quick message from our sponsor.
I hope you enjoyed the ad. I have bought 5 of whatever was advertised. Okay, so introduce yourself, my friend.
Oh, I am Enigma. I am the guy with the Zenkai Red profile picture, and now I'm just here.
Excellent.
Fair enough.
Okay, so yeah, before our break, we were talking about Lord Dracon. One day, hopefully, appearing in an actual Power Rangers show. What are your thoughts?
Please, we're begging you.
That'd be a multi-part episode if that were to happen.
Let's hope. Cosmic Fury, give us some hope.
I'm still confused on the Cosmic Fury thing, because one time it was like, oh, we also have Q Ranger, but now it's like maybe Kira Major, and it's like, what does this do with dinosaurs?
I am equally confused.
Actually, why are they just like teasing the Cosmo Raptor thing?
That's a good question, because the thing that threw me about it is that when they announced Cosmic Fury, I was like, oh, I guess they're just reusing the same. They're using a similar name, and then they said, no, this is a continuation of Dino Fury. I was like, oh, I guess they're getting new like Q Ranger or Kira Major abilities, but then they used the same Dino Fury logo at the bottom, so it's like, oh, they still have the same. Wait, what's the point of this?
Wait. which history has shown that just having a continuation has always worked, no issues whatsoever.
Yep, not once ever.
Super Megaforce is a masterpiece. You cannot deny this. This is
Hey,
this is a scientific fact.
whatever you say, dude.
It's scientific fact. You can't argue it. Fight me.
I don't know what to say.
There's a very simple explanation for that.
Has Done a Fear actually been pretty good? I haven't really watched any of it.
It's been pretty good, I think. It's been, if nothing else, it was better than. Wait, I'm not allowed to mention that. Sorry.
Go on.
Yeah, it was. If nothing else, it's better than Super Mega Force.
Yeah,
A lot of things are better than Super Mega Force.
that's not exactly a high bar to reach there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it
What?
exceed Beast Morphers?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's on par with Beast Morphers at least. I think Beast Morphers is actually a little bit better.
Okay, cool.
Me and Mochi have this thing where we talk about how 01 could have been perfectly adapted into this Beast Morphers universe.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that. Given
Yeah.
how like the motifs are similar and all that animals, energy, satellite nonsense.
I can't remember exactly what Jack said, but I think he said something about like 01's equivalent being like the prototype to the Beast Morphers team.
Like maybe being like a prototype or like an offshoot of it.
I would
Yeah.
Just like
I would treat the Zero if I were to adapt it and factoring Beast Morphers, I would have it be like I don't know, maybe some kind of rival company
yeah.
making the 01 stuff.
Yeah, I always thought about like the Beast Morphers group doing their thing and whatever the 01's group would be called doing their thing over here.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, maybe like I want to think that if there would be a 01 thing in the Beast Morphers, it would be like some I don't know, they somehow reverse engineered the Beast Morphers technology. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Maybe
All,
some like defunct scientists.
all comes from the same place, just one's animals and the other's bugs.
Yep.
Still animals, but okay.
I mean, yeah. Pretty much Hopper is pretty much the only bug there.
Yeah. I think this is a good transition to some of the Common Rider stuff. I think before we get into your thoughts about Geats so far, we should just talk about our thoughts for Revice. So if you guys want to take the floor here.
Revice was okay.
Yeah, I thought Revice is really good. It's definitely the best season we've had in a long while.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's the best Reiwa series we've had. Of course, we got Gates now, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. The only thing I would say about Revice is that the latter episodes just start to decline a bit. Because, like, especially when they defeated the main bad guy, Jeff, it's just like they kind of linger on for a little bit too long. You know?
Yeah. With me, I personally love 01, but I think Revice was the more consistently good show.
Yeah.
Like and Mochi will tell you this, I hate Thouser.
No, I agree with you there.
Yeah, no one likes Thouser.
So there was just like a whole third of the show that I just did not care for.
You know, which was really particularly bad about Thouser's bad, like as it is, obviously, just by himself. But the fact that 01 had been literally perfect up until he showed up.
Well, yeah, it's like when they brought in Thouser, that completely threw a wrench on everyone's characters to some degree, especially with Fua and Yua. Since we haven't seen ever since Thouser showed up, Yua hasn't been appearing too much in a major thing, you know. At best, she just fights with a lightning hornet.
Yep.
It's like a demotion.
I love how she didn't even get a real upgrade until one of the freaking specials.
Yeah, the Vitanex.
Yeah.
And that's yeah.
Yeah,
I
Justice
mean,
Circle.
Yeah.
what?
But like I said, I think Revice is just the more consistently good show. Like I think there's just more good episodes in Revice than there was good episodes in 01.
The best way I could put it is that Revite, no, 01 was just like a solidly enough entry to like Reiwa. Like this is kind of what you would expect with Heisei 1.5. You know,
Yeah.
it's okay, right? Solid, does the job. Meanwhile, Saber suffers under the same curse as Ghost, but for different reasons.
Funny enough, they were made by the same person.
It's a curse.
And then they crossed over.
Yeah, it was right.
Yeah.
I haven't really. I haven't completely watched Saber. I just like kind of dropped off around after Draconic Knight, and then just like, okay, this is going nowhere.
You honestly did not miss much from that season.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
I've tried to watch the entirety of every season as it comes out. If not, I always try to like sit through half of the season. Saber, I could not even sit through the first.
I've suffered more than you guys because I actually watched Saber in its entirety.
Oh no! How did it feel to see Sabella become severely demoted by Durandal?
I will put it like this: when the what was the special we just got with all the recent female writers?
The girls remix. Something.
Yeah, I was
girls remix.
I was categorizing all of them with another friend of mine, and I put her under Oni-chan Lover.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was making a joke that the special kind of has all the checks all the notes for most of the fetishes.
Oh dear. I mean, yeah,
kind of. You're right.
We even got Akiko back from Double, so we even have a mom in there, someone who's canonically a mom.
Did he have a kid?
What?
I know that Kiriko from Drive had a kid with Shinosuke, but did the girl from Double did?
Yeah, actually in Drive, like there was a crossover where Comrade Axel was in there. I forget his character's. Yeah, and I just remember
Amari.
I just remember he got a phone call and he was just speaking to his daughter. So yeah, canonically Akiko's mom.
Yeah, Drive kind of had a crossover with anything that was vaguely car related.
Except Gekiso Sentai.
Sad times.
He did do the Car Ranger pose, to be fair.
That is true. That was neat.
Verbatim, he did the exact sequence.
It's pretty nice when stuff like that happens.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to Revice, like I said, I think it's so far the best we've had in the Reiwa era. Like I think for the most part it's been really good. They made me cry. They made me cry again. They pulled another double.
And another O.
And other O's, yeah.
Another partner Kamen Rider thing.
Yes. So I expect Vice will come back.
Yeah, he will.
Eventually.
Winter movie.
Yeah, probably.
I really just hope they don't do what they did with Philip. Like at least have some vague explanation for it. Like every other time Double shows up, not as Joker, they'll be like, "Oh, Philip is just here now." You get no explanation on that.
Even like without there was like an explanation. With the Heisei Generation, they made those like duplicate core medals, and that somehow brought Ankh back for a little bit.
And was it that an Ankh from like 10 years of in the future or something? Basically,
something like that.
Basically, the Ankh we got in the recent special.
And then Ankh. Okay. And then Easy hands him a popsicle, and he just dematerializes.
And while we're on the subject, why don't we hark on on that 10-year O special.
And
Do not do this to me.
what? Oh, the O's 10 years later thing, right?
I don't think Enigma's seen it.
Oh,
No.
really?
Yeah, no, it was like I've been saving on watching it until I finished O's.
But
Does that
let's
make-
not
Yeah,
let's
yep.
not throw Enigma into the torture chamber just yet.
Yeah. We'll ease you into the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay.
You know, we'll slowly step on that Lego.
Like I get the idea of what will happen based on like the conversations around it. Even like if we were spoiler free, I get the idea what's gonna happen.
Well,
What?
Nothing.
he is in anticipation for the pain you're going to experience. Um,
Even if you know what happens, it's still like blindside you.
Maybe?
I guess in this case, why don't we move on to Futo PI?
Yeah.
The episode has been.
I actually just got caught up like an hour before I started this call with episode 7. So
Honestly, it's not as weird as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, it's almost directly from the manga.
yeah,
Assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Which I will confess, I have not read.
I haven't either.
Same.
But
the general vibe is like the same as the original show. Still more double.
yeah, it's just more double, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But now we have
Except,
waifu here for the funny commercial. Great. Okay, whatever.
We have new waifu. We have Booba now.
The Philip is a true waifu. Do not be fooled. The lady is the illusion.
Which I'm pretty sure Futo PI has actually outed Philip to having feelings for Shotaro.
You say that like this the first time.
Yeah, I just don't remember it being as potent in normal double as it is here.
Yeah,
Let me put it this way: they're doing what Bill did not have the courage.
I mean, when Philip legit in the last episode just went, men can be in romantic relationships.
Yep.
I mean, that's saying some stuff.
Good for him, I guess.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, it is an experience sharing a body with somebody else. Look at Double. Look at Build. Look at Go Kaiser. It's a life-changing experience.
Me and Mochi always say that in the 10-year special for Build, if Banjo and Kiryu aren't married with a child, we are going to riot.
When the child be no.
I'm breaking windows and smashing cars.
Exactly.
Okay, whatever.
I need
I would just like.
I need this Toei. Do it, you cowards.
We will see 2027.
Yeah. In 2027, we'll see this.
Remind everybody of this frame.
Oh my God! And 2027's in 5 years.
I regret to inform you that you'll be doing the sucking. They'll just need Shotaro for that. What are you talking about?
This is the state Toei has left us in.
When I eventually edit this episode of the podcast, I will show this post here, just so people understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like that. It's just like a frame from like episode 6 with Fang Joker saying like, "I regret to inform you that you'll be doing the sucking."
Yeah. I feel like that's not even the direct translation. Somebody just saw the opportunity to say that.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
What the Japanese version was just like completely innocent and the kind of like standard affair for Kamen Rider, and then someone handed it over to the English dub team, and there's like one guy that was just like, "My fan fiction stuff will come to them, and you will like it."
My fan fiction will be real now, like that. That was if you translated this.
Just go. The guy's just the original line that the villain was saying is probably something close to like, "Oh, you're going down," or "I'm gonna own you," or some gamer slang like that.
And then Double is like, oh, I regret to inform you that you're gonna fail instead.
And
Something
then
like that.
and then he's telling everybody to suck his sword, and Philip is like, "I regret to inform you that you will indeed be the one doing the sucking here."
Yeah, that's great. Fun. Oh yeah, Revice. I forgot. There's gonna be a live demon thing at some point.
Well, like
Yeah.
a live show.
No. It's like a VFNX, I think. I don't remember. Point is that you're gonna get new stamps, a Mega Bat, giant fucking spider.
Oh, right, that thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, Hiromi and what's
Daiji.
Daiji get some new forms. With our Common Rider, Batman, and Spider-Man getting new forms.
Yeah,
So-
and Hiromi's getting a demon.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Which I thought the point of his rider was that he didn't have to use a demon, but okay.
I will not rest until Tobey Maguire is in a Revice special.
I heard that they modded demons into the PC port of Spider-Man.
Nice.
Supposedly.
Basically.
It'd be cool. I'd like look into it, but it'd be neat if it's real.
Gonna cry finish.
What?
You gonna cry finish.
Jack, he's not as like meme literate as you.
Oof.
Yeah, no,
Funny moment from Tobey Maguire movie.
Funny moment from Tobey Maguire movie. The sun is in your hand. Yeah.
Somebody did a custom of Demon's Soto figure in the Raimi Spider-Man colors, and I desperately want that to be like his extra final form.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing me that the other day. That looked great.
Neat. I showed this to Mochi, but hold on. I found this at some point on Twitter, I think. It just was loading. Anyway, yeah, Revice is still going to be getting stuff. Build is getting stuff too. Killbus stuff and some bowl bottles that weren't made, even though some of them definitely were. Neat.
Yeah, how in-game should have been, or No Way Home should have been.
Yeah. No Way Home? I bring all the Spider-Men.
Exactly.
Spider people. And I include Japanese Spider. Yeah. Hopefully the Spider-Verse Part 2 movie will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is confirmed that of the Toei Spider-Man will be in that movie universe at some point.
Nice.
I have no idea. I heard it is, heard it's not. We have to see. Miguel is gonna be there though. That's cool.
Yep.
I have not kept up with any news on the new Spider-Verse movie, so I will assume what you guys are telling me is correct.
Okay, good. Have fun with that.
Anyways, should we move on to Geets?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we all caught up? Have we watched both episodes?
Yeah, I watched the episode 2 today.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, it was really good.
What about you, Mochi?
Yeah, I watched both episodes. They're definitely interesting so far. It's kind of misleading if you've seen the episode I'm talking about.
I love Ace. I love how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had an asshole writer.
I honestly thought that like it opens up and he's in the ramen shop and you're like, oh, it's Geets, and then he just almost dies immediately and you're like, oh, never mind.
I think the show has been pretty cool so far from just the 2 episodes there. The concept is really cool, and I love the idea that we are actually in Geets' world. We're in Ace's world right now.
or in someone's
Yeah.
world.
Which
Personally,
my girlfriend hates Ace so far.
I mean,
If you-
to be fair, he is an asshole,
Yeah.
but like that's what makes him lovable. It's like it's
He's
like
an asshole.
Kabuto.
When was the last time we had a writer who just kind of knew what he was doing right out the gate?
Hold on.
I want to
I don't
say
know. 2009.
I want to say Build maybe.
No, Sento. He's smug, but he's too nice.
Well, I'm talking about like a writer who just knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, Sento's there.
Yeah, just
But
having the
I would-
pre-established powers.
I would
Like
say the last time we had like a kind of an asshole writer would technically be Wizard, maybe. Wizard,
I mean,
maybe.
Hunter was just like he was just confident. That's not really.
Probably.
I mean, I'd say Tsukasa's probably closer to how Ace is acting.
Yeah,
He
like
does have like that similar vibe to him.
yeah, pretty much the last purely asshole writer we got was like within Decade and Kabuto.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
like a general similar vibe with Ace so far. Also, I gotta say about Geats, I feel like the writer Yuya Takahashi, right? I feel like he knows how to like grab the attention of people in the first episode with what he
Yeah.
does. Same as XA01. Mostly do like, hey, there's like this mysterious thing that you don't know how it works. We're gonna show you how it works over time, and blah blah blah, that kind of thing. You know.
My girlfriend came up with this theory that maybe the people who made the game and the monsters are kind of all in it for some kind of grander plan.
Yeah, that's what I did think about this, but there has been no winner, as far as we know, that has wished for world peace. And I wonder if that means if they either had a weak resolve, like Tycoon so far, or just like insert some kind of weird technicality where that didn't really work. Because they said in episode 2, it's like, you may have what you wish, but there is some exceptions. So it's like, maybe there's like some loopholes here.
I'm kind of interested on what Ace's wish actually was, because as far as I could tell, like he just wished to be Lord Ace, basically, is what they were calling him.
Yeah, the stars of the stars of the stars.
One thing that was very confusing about Ace is that he baits Tycoon with like the it's for the children thing, and then he's like, just kidding, got you. But then the episode he actually is helping children, so I was like, which one is it?
Who are you, Ace? If that is even your real name.
Well, if that is your real name.
Even if that is your real name, you are a weird man.
Yeah, like Spade Ace from Giacca shows up with the copyright infringement.
Okay.
Like Ace definitely has some motives going on. Like he's definitely nicer than he lets on, because at the end of the new episode, he donated all that money to help the guy who died's son, the guy who interviewed Tanuki.
Yeah, Genpin.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I didn't expect that guy to like die immediately in the first episode, honestly.
Throughout the episode, I was just making a joke like, "Oh, we're in the opening, we can't die yet," and lo and behold, he dies.
Yeah.
People die.
Yeah, I immediately have forgotten his name. The writer that wanted to save his son.
Yeah.
Genpin.
Yeah, Bentham. Yeah, that. I thought it was kind of interesting to kind of do like a. If you remember Zolda from Geats, that was kind of a similar.
Yeah, kind of.
Except Zolda was trying to save himself, but it's still the same incurable disease. With that, that same concept.
Yeah, Arena Battle Royale writer season, harkening back to the days of Ryuki and a little bit of Guy.
Yeah, kind
of. What was he gonna say?
Something Geats.
Something cool idea. Somewhere.
Dan Kuruto.
Dan Kurto somehow having a appearance in this, which I'll
Yeah,
be all for.
yeah. There's been like supposedly leaks of like, oh, he might come here at some point, but grain of salt, obviously. But I have to say this: when I was watching X8, I mean, I'm in a break right now because university. But as I watch X8, I just think more and more that the Desire Grand, it's Dan is gonna actually appear here, and he turns out to be like that masked figure.
That'd be great.
The Desire Grand Prix could actually be Kamen Rider Chronicle 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Old habits died hard with Narcissus.
It is kind of interesting that like I don't know how many Desire Grand Prix have gone on, but it's like at one point you would think somebody would just wish to be like, oh, I don't want there to be any more Desire Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's why I meant was the world peace thing. So as far as we know, there has been no winners that wished for that.
Maybe it's kind of like like.
Hmm?
I said maybe it's kind of like Aladdin Genie rules, where it's like you can make any wish, but there are limitations within wishes of what you can. So, like, say somebody could not like call off the Grand Prix or whatever. That might be why not.
Yeah.
Is it maybe like halfway through the show, like somebody does win, and it's just like let's say Tanuki wins like halfway through the show. And he goes, okay, I wish for world peace and this Grand Prix to end. And they're just like, oh, sorry, the Grand Prix is there to maintain the world order or something.
I feel like they're just... I actually feel like they're going to say, that is not how you play the game. Shut the fuck up.
We have another 25 episodes. Shut up. We're playing this again.
Yep.
They just like sit there awkwardly in the lounge for like the next 25.
Yeah.
And they just don't even give him the driver again.
Yeah. It is interesting that they did establish that anyone with the ID cores remembers whatever happened with with previous Desire Grand Prix. So it's like, okay, Ace remembers this. He has been a previous player. So there's been more Desire Grand Prix in the past for whoever knows how long. So it's like, oh boy, they're gonna make a spin-off about previous Desire Grand Prix, aren't they?
Yeah, the pre-Grand Prix spin-off.
Yeah,
which like
for Desire.
Which it turns out Ace's dad was one of the writers or something.
Imagine if it turns out that Keith is actually some immortal bastard.
I would not be surprised if it turned out that like Ace was decades like long lost son or some shit.
Oh god.
He does have that Roman coin, the denarius.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
I mean, in the opening we do see a camera lens. We're looking down a camera lens.
Yeah.
Oh god, I was joking, but you might be right.
Decade cameo confirmed? Tsukasa is alive?
It's Tsukasa Geeks. Oh boy. Oh dear. Well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward. Since there's like a lot of mystery to work. You can say that with any of it. But it's like interesting. It'll be interesting what happens. See what works.
Tsukasa and Dan are in the same show, and I just have a massive erection throughout the whole entire episode.
Oh god. Shen Goddan Kurito, you mean?
Yes.
No, Shen Godhead King Man Kurito God. Yes.
And Captain Marvelous also has to be there.
Yeah.
What?
I said Captain Marvelous also has to be there just to go.
just to mess with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, interesting. Have you people? What?
Can I say I love how they're doing the items so far? Like they've established that some of them just suck no matter what.
Yeah, it's like they immediately just like cut a majority of the players like within a few minutes. The episode 2 it's just like, oh, we have like too many writers, and then it's like, nope.
Well,
Oh yeah,
there's like 30 riders there, and there's like, yeah, we're just going to cut everybody who didn't get a buckle. So
and
bye
now we
bye.
have like 7. Well, actually, just 6 because Genpen died. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
oh,
down
this
60.
is that was fucking fast.
Yeah, and then yeah, I love that the boost magnum just takes off after you're done.
Wait, I guess the boost buckle is like sentient in some way, I suppose.
They did Keith to say like, oh, it's like a one-time use thing, but I
Yeah,
feel like he meant once per round.
I
yeah,
guess.
Yeah, because like,
because
oh, it's the mascot buckle.
it's because we've already have like what 3 confirmed versions of the boost buckle, so there's no way that's the only time it shows up.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Keith's the Boost Mach 2 and Mark 3. That's gonna be the favorite one of the two, like how Rabbit was the favorite over Rabbit Tank in the past.
I'm still not too sure about that one. I see where you're
How,
coming from, but
I
it's
mean,
like
it's like really obvious.
I mean, yeah, we know there's 3 versions of it, but like Tank also appeared relatively consistently. I think it's
Yeah,
just that
like
we haven't heard it.
I mean,
about
yeah, fair.
the other Magnum thing yet.
That's
Because like
fair.
my one thing about that is, through all the promotion material and in the show itself, I can't imagine they would make Magnum the top half of the form if that was going to be the secondary.
That's a good point, but
And
it did.
it also
show
goes
that-
into his helmet better than Boost does. So
Oh yeah, clearly.
Yeah, color matching. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get you. I get what you mean. Like, there's like, even with Tank, there was like Tank, that unused sound in the Evil driver for Evil Tank or whatever. So
Yeah.
there's still hope for Magnum. But I guess it won't be as obvious with unlike Boost here.
Yeah.
Boost does seem to
that-
be a very special item for whatever reason, as
Yeah,
opposed
definitely.
to Magnum.
The way I
definitely.
could
Yeah.
the best way I could put it is that I don't think the design philosophy agrees with Boost being the taken priority. Does that make any
I mean,
sense?
I guess so, but it's like the rider machine is from Boost, Boost Mach 2 and Mach 3. The special conditions of Boost itself compared to other buckles so far. What else? Keith's favorite.
The Lion full bottle was literally just they made like a giant version of that for Bill's rider machine, and that was not the main.
What?
They used like the Lion full bottle was the focus of Bill's rider machine, and that was not like the main.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
But
I halfway expect there's going to be like a Tank Rabbit form deal where it's going to be like Magnum Boost.
Yeah. Because there is a different. Because people already discovered if you put 2 Magnums or 2 Boosts in the desired driver, it has like a different announcement sound, I think.
I mean, like, no, I did see that, but it's like it treats it as like it were like 2 armed things, or it's like like there's no special sound. It's just like get like dual on boost.
Which there it is confirmed that there can be multiple of the same device, because we saw like 2 people having the same shield buckle.
Yeah.
True.
I think that might be for the armed stuff, though.
Yeah, it's like, since there's like smaller, looks a little bit cheaper to make. I assume it's like, you can have any of these.
Because there was like what 3 of the shield buckle.
Yeah,
something like that. To be fair, you need defense.
Yeah.
I wonder when Tanuki's gonna get like his armored form.
His is apparently ninja.
Is it?
Yeah, hold on. But yeah, it's just like there was like a toy image of Tycoon stuff, and it shows like a little like figurine of him with his race buckles, which is like ninja.
What?
I don't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I did see that, but I thought that was like a Digibash thing somebody made.
Nah, no, that's real.
Oh, cool.
I need to like find it, but there's also an image of his weapon, Tycoon's weapon, which is like a sword, bow and arrow type deal. And immediately everyone joked that, oh god, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
my
literally.
thing is Green Ninja, I'm having Saber flashbacks.
No. No.
So-
Nah.
So
Can-
Here we go.
I'm getting Kenzon flashbacks from
Kenzon.
that.
Kenzon's a crackhead. Tycoon is like a mellow dude.
Well,
Anyway, I found the weapon. Here it is.
that does look pretty cool.
I'll
Yeah, it's
remind
like
everybody that Shurikendra exists, so there is hope for the Green Ninja people.
True, true.
Yeah, true. And this is going to be the closest thing we get to Kamen Rider Shinobi in 2023. Yay!
I just love that the water buckle is kind of like the Magikarp of the raised buckles.
No.
Because like
Water
completely
is still
useless.
useful. It's not
Because-
completely useless.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like Magikarp is also completely useless until you get in this one specific scenario, and then it's all powerful.
No, Magikarp is useless no matter what. It learns tackle and that's it.
It's
I'm
only
not
useful when I'm actually standing in a body of water.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to
but
think of
like
what.
you can still like whack people with the freaking water pump. So it has use.
What I was trying to say is like Magikarp involves. I'm sorry. Jack is gonna have to back me up on this one.
Gyarados.
What does it evolve into? Gyarados, yeah.
Gyarados. I know
Yeah.
Pokemon too. And I'll say this: Magikarp only learns tackle at level 10. It only learns Splash before then. So
And learns Flail at like level 15.
I hope we just get a whole bunch of useless raised buckles throughout the series. Or they keep getting more and more.
I can see that.
We
and more
probably
and more
will.
creative with the dud
Yeah.
items. It's just like hamburger for no reason, does nothing.
He just gives you a hamburger.
I would love to see Tycoon use the boost buckle. Just say, no, fuck you. Just puts it in his driver.
That would have been interesting. But I can imagine that he'll just like fly off being like a little goofball.
Probably.
It's like, okay, I gotta fight. How do I fight? Oh god! He just like fucking fights away.
It's kind of remind the boost buckle kind of reminds me of if you've seen Love and Thunder, how how Stormbreaker and Mjolnir act like they only work when they want to,
Oof.
but have
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I have not watched those movies, but okay.
I haven't seen Love and Thunder.
I'm not. It's not a spoiler. Don't worry. It's not.
Like I already assume that the way they act, they have some kind of sentience.
Yeah.
Like they just have they have mood swings.
Oh god, the Mjolnir sons. Period. Oh god. Oh no. Anyway.
Hold on. My buckle is mad at me. Let me try to find another one real quick.
And then it's just like you just have to change the water, and then your race buckle is like, what the fuck? Use me!
I forgot
What's wrong with you?
I forgot to feed my motorcycle Fox this morning. It's kind of mad at me right now.
You gotta get batteries.
He just like keeps trying to pet it, and it keeps driving slightly farther away.
He's trying so hard. Tycoon.
Tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Grunge. Anyway.
Oh.
What else?
You guys can talk about Sentai if you want to talk about Dawn Brothers.
Have you seen Sentai?
I am not caught up with Dawn Brothers. I haven't watched it yet.
I think he's
okay.
only seen like Zenkaiger and a little bit of Kira Major, if I remember correctly.
Zenkaiger's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen like the majority of Zenkaiger and like the first half of Kira Major.
Both are pretty good. Kira Major is simple as fuck. Still good though.
Yeah. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad thing. It's just like it's still good, but it's like if you want something overly ambitious, it's not here.
But I mean, if you guys want to talk about Dawn Bros, like I don't care for spoilers. I might watch it at some point, but you guys can go ahead.
So far, it's been pretty good so far. Yeah. Sonoy. For some reason, he looks like he's gonna die. I don't know what to deal with that. I thought he was just like, oh, just a flesh wound, but okay.
I know.
Yeah. Other than that, pretty chaotic fight scene last episode. That was pretty fun.
I know there's a ranger who has like, I guess, multiple personalities or something like that.
That is, I don't forgot his name. Don Torabolt, Don Duragoku. Yeah. He is the multiple personality guy. He handled it much better than Daiji.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like he didn't have to kill Torabolt to like. He didn't go through all that nonsense. He's like, he immediately got, oh, I need you, or I'm fucked.
I was kind of worried for a little bit when he was first shown off, because it reminded me of Lupin / Pattern X, and I was like, oh no.
Nah. I mean, I get you, but it's like, oh, this is a different beast, literally.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The show kind of...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, fine. It's just like about the toy. Speaking of Torable, Draco, there's toy, like they're the thing, the wrist thing, the weapon. Those are the most impressive 6 Ranger toys I have seen yet. It's like, it's not limited, nor is it like nearly useless. But it's like, oh, you can actually use this thing. It's almost equivalent to the main changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Meanwhile, the Gear to Linger, even though that's fun, it is pretty much on par to like the Trans Steam Gun.
Yeah, it kind of went the I would just say like the Power Rangers 6 changer thing, that route.
Yeah, that's the general trend with like most 6 Ranger stuff. Those tend to be weaker than the main changer itself, like Ghost Day Night thing. Even though it's like a free what?
I think that's mostly from like a math perspective on their part, where they're like, more people are going to buy the main thing than the 6th thing, so we're not going to put as much effort into it.
I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna prop up this guy to be a cool golden motherfucker, their toy must be pretty cool itself.
I mean, to be fair, Zox does not need any of that to be awesome.
No, Zox it can just exist in awesomeness without anything.
And just raise cells of its own. He is Gokaiger boy, son.
Exactly.
That's the other thing about Dawn Brothers, is it kind of reminds me of Gokaiger a little bit in terms of the crew.
Yeah, I mean, like even
don't they
just like
don't they basically use like the same things that the Zenkaisers do with like the legacy powers or something like that?
Well, no, the thing with Dawn Brothers is that it has the avatar changes, which is just basically the Gokai changes again. But there's like some weird fucking color code thing. It's like inconsistent, but the general gist is that you can only avatar change using Sentai gear that has your color, or have a weird exception like Zenkaiger, where you have all the colors apparently.
I mean, I would think you'd be able to interchange the black and green.
So far, that has not been proven true.
That hasn't been a problem yet?
No, it hasn't been shown yet. The only full-on Sentai, to my remember, they changed to was like 5-man, because they have those exact colors.
Yeah.
I don't think... Yes?
Yeah, it's kind of like Gokai change, but it's a bit more decade-ish, because they keep the belt, unlike Gokai.
Yeah, true. Also, with a weird color rule.
Yeah, I don't know. Don Torbolt / Dorgoku kind of confuses me. Because you're like, what is he going to turn into? But it seems like, regardless of color, he can just be any 6 member.
Yeah, that looks like it. He did become the Dragon Ranger and keep a Ranger, white and green, not gold or silver. So it's like, oh, does this just mean any 6 Ranger in general?
I would assume so, probably.
As few far between as that was, it almost seemed like they're going, okay, here's Tommy twice, now shut up, fan service over.
He's feeling like a big brother. The one thing I'm curious about is like, what would happen if Dragoku uses like older Sentai gears, Avatar gears, like say I don't know, Car Ranger.
I think he could maybe use two of them.
Oh yeah,
one being Mask Man because he could turn into X1 Mask.
yeah, true. But it's like, what if he were to use the Car Ranger gear? Would he become like the Siren guy or the magical girl White Ranger?
I hope the magical girl.
That's a real thing.
Like VRV Master, probably.
It's either gonna be VRV Master, Siren guy, or that magical girl White Ranger.
I was gonna correct you and be like, actually, it's Signal Man, but Signal Man is basically just Siren guys.
He has a siren. That's his whole thing.
That's like literally a synonym for what you just said. So
I forgot his name, so I said Siren Man. There we go.
I mean, it's not far off from Signal Man. So.
He has a police car.
Personally, I'm just hoping for the magical girl.
It'll be hilarious when it comes.
I just want him to use the cat car. That would be hilarious.
Cat car. Oh yeah, that thing.
Or mecha.
Yeah, the car mecha. The car cat mecha. That'll be interesting.
Which is literally just like a white version of Signal Man's mecha, but with a cat head.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually want to say I have seen some of the mecha for Dawn Bros, and they look like more like how would I describe it? I don't want to say like classic Power Rangers, where it's just like clearly defined limbs and
like better production value.
Like this Zord goes on this arm, the other goes on this arm. Red Ranger goes on torso.
Right.
Like it's not like I'm not saying it's like Ninja Steel where like the mecha is piloting a bigger mecha.
Right.
It seems very simple.
Yeah, it's simple.
And the Ultras kind of remind me of like Neo Saban era merchandise where they're like, this was never in the show, but we're going to make a figure of it anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah. And also compared to, this is also in contrast to like Zenkaiger, where each Zord just creates one half of a Zord.
It's a pretty neat idea. Too bad they never went full out with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to be W again.
Bruh.
Hey, they made it work, kinda.
Yeah.
But not like with a half. They managed to make a full final fuck you big giant mech thing.
And then Zenroku Eagle shows up and ruins everything.
I like Zenroku Eagle.
I like the look of the mecha. I just don't like how it works. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think you mentioned this at some point. Like, you don't like how it's like it feels that you're taking stuff apart. Like, it's not supposed to do this.
Well, it's not like I hate parts forming. Like, it's fine when it's integrated well, but it's like you have to do ththings that you never had to do with those previous four before, where it's like just completely dismember Majin, rip Rune's legs off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it feels like you're kind of breaking these things, even though it's intentional, but it shouldn't be.
Like Majin's dragon neck thing doesn't even look like it's supposed to come off.
Yeah, it's like
and then they're like, here's these adapters that look like we 3D printed them. And this is like a fan made thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there has to be something that'll carry all that weight without it like falling. So
just as a final added insult, it can't even hold the staff or whatever it's called. It just like attaches to its waist.
Yeah. Wow. In this case, get the mini claw and get the Zenroku Eagle for the weapon only.
I haven't really paid attention to Zenkaiger toys, but that just sounds awful.
It's not too bad. It's just a little weird. I'd say it's weird because, like, you didn't have to do this before.
It seems like it would have been better off just like having like a weapon version of, like have a separate thing for the Zenkai cannon, but then have like an eagle that's its own separate mold.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say that I'm glad that there was a giant fuck you mecha recently. So
Always a nice thing to see.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Harry
One thing I
can't.
found. Yeah.
Yes,
Speak.
Beak.
speak.
Oh wait, sorry, I don't know.
Where were we? Where are we?
Sorry, people.
Hurry, we're lost
No,
in space. We gotta get back.
First
what I
episode,
was gonna
people. First
say,
episode.
what I was gonna say is Zenryaku Zenkaio. He like when he uses like the final attack thing, all the previous final combinations show up in like I guess you would say like spirit form
Yeah.
or
Nice.
whatever behind it. But if you look for Kira Majors, it's just like that combination where the 5 Kiramaji machines are on Grateful Phoenix, and you're like, that's what they're
Yeah.
calling.
Bruh.
It uses all the mecha, so
It's like I guess that's the
Yeah.
closest they ever got to a final thing.
yeah. Your major does not do a lot of Gatai combination thing.
I like,
But it is better than you thought.
I like
But-
I almost said Kyuta Majin because I'm very tired. Kira Mazin because
Y'all.
it's kind of like it kind of reminds me of Magi King in a way. Is that there's like a base 2 forms for each individual one, and then 2 different separate mecha forms, and then those 2 can be put together in different ways. Other than that, I kind of don't like. I don't
Yeah,
like the line. So other than that, I don't really like the lack of I guess you would say integration in between the different mecha.
Yeah, that's fair. This reminds me of like a really old idea when Zen Kaiser was still going. It's just like the idea of like a team power up thing, where it was just like, they get like armor based on their final mecha, like Majin getting that Magi Phoenix looking thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, just like that general idea.
Yeah,
But it's like that never happened, so
yeah. I thought it would be kind of cool if they could use like at least their respective teams, like power up thing. Like
Yeah,
Varun gets the Axel Tector or some version of it, etc.
yeah,
The problem
I
with
get
that is
you.
the problem with that is that Gallon gets nothing.
Oof.
I mean, he would get Gao Icarus, but there's no real armor for it outside of Power Rangers.
You could give him the bow that comes with that, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck, Gallon. Goodbye.
I mean, to be
What?
fair, that very much is fitting for his character.
Yeah, to be fair, his only thing is like he loves humans and animals, and it's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
Kind of weird that I know I've ranted to you about this before, Enigma, but I thought it was kind of weird that they just left Top Galer out of Zenkai Duo completely. Like that annoyed me.
That. Yeah. You said something like, this Zen Kaiju is supposed to be like, this is like Gokaiger Gojujin, but there's no Top Galer here.
Yeah, there's no Aberasia representation like whatsoever. But
Yeah.
like I feel like they could have like given it the crest and then the wings, and it would have been fine. But they didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
The problem, like you said, though, is that that leaves almost no room for Stay Caesars.
Well, to be fair, I can imagine how they would incorporate the wings. Let's say Stacy either uses Zenkaiju and he gets Top Galer power. I can't imagine if they change the shoulders of Zenkaiju to support the wings of like Maji. Like there's like this fighting thing for Maji's wings in the main DX mecha. Imagine they could like do that, but to like bring in the Top Galer part.
Yeah, that makes sense. It would just have to be like a very like thin, kind of lanky looking.
I mean, kinda. It doesn't have to be, but generally you could like attach the wings via that sliding thing. Like I would be a really thin mecha overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
We got way off track, I think.
Where were we even on track? What were we doing?
What was there ever track to begin with?
I zoned out like 7 years ago, and I never zoned back in.
Does anybody have any final thoughts, I guess?
About what?
Anything, I suppose. Geet's looking cool. Revice was pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of the Transformer stuff is looking pretty good. From what
you didn't really talk about Transformers a whole bunch, unless you just talked about it when it wasn't here.
Yeah. Me and him talked about it while you were gone.
Okay, fair enough. I will say, just like a final thing with Revice, but it's just generally a general thing with Toku stuff for now. It's kind of weird that Premium Bandai just moved a lot of the cool shit to debut on January 2023. A little bit. Like, some of them are just, like, before that, but, like, you could have something for Christmas, you know?
That tells me they're going to have, like, a big break coming after that, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably, though. Yeah.
Come on, get us our Christmas presents.
Yeah, it's like a month late. I do intend to get the... I mean, I'll have to wait and see, but I do intend to get the Memorial Gear Langer. I just need to, like, see more information, see how it acts to other people. And, I'll see how that goes.
I'm probably getting the Gear Zinger because I'm a weak man.
I mean, Stacy's pretty cool.
While we're here, do you have any, like, Ultraman news? Because you're pretty much the only one here that knows anything.
Yeah. Anything in Ultraman? Right. I forgot that was going to be a topic we'd get into.
Right. Okay, I haven't keep track that well, but Ultraman Decker is pretty alright. He's alright.
It's pretty alright.
But it's like, yeah, the action's good, but it's alright.
Nothing particularly wrong.
Nothing particularly wrong. Trigger came back recently. That's a thing. That's fun. Pretty cool. There's a weapon.
It's one of those things where you're just like, of all the shows I've watched, this was definitely one of them.
This is a show.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It just it's here.
Yeah, I sure did witness
that. I prefer Ultraman Z, though.
We're here to give you your calories.
Yeah.
You're here to give me my minimal amount of nutrition. Thank you.
It tastes.
It tastes like nothing, but it's keeping me alive. And it satisfies me.
It tastes something. It works. It just works.
We got our McDonald's. We got our nutrients. We're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Decker is pretty alright. But generally, how I feel about Trigger and Decker by extension, since it's like sequel thing, it's like they're both alright. Both are solid times. Probably good for if you want to introduce someone to Ultraman, that's the way to go. Maybe it's it works.
How many episodes are in it so far?
Consistently, 9 episodes, but consistently, ever since Ultraman Ginga, I think, they've been keeping it to a limit of 25 episodes maximum.
Oh, so it's a pretty shorter Toku.
Yeah, it's pretty short, but you get 25 episodes. This is not including movies, because they do have movies every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a neat crossover movie. What? Do you say something?
I didn't say anything. No.
What would you like to share with the class, Mochi?
No, these talkies are mine.
Okay. But yeah, Decker. What else about Decker? Show's fine. The toys are they're kind of interesting because they brought back the card stuff after a good while since Decade or Ghost Ager. Which is there's a barcode scan card, scan it through the thing, you get sound. So that's fun.
Put it in the Deca driver, and it just kind of breaks it.
To be fair, there's
I mean,
some that do works. So it's
to be
like,
fair, Decade basically did become Ultraman sized at one time.
True.
So
yeah, thank Kamen Rider J for that.
Oh, and Black Sun's a thing that will exist at some point in time.
Oh yeah, like on Amazon Prime.
I have no opinion on that whatsoever, to be honest.
I
Yeah.
have no opinion because I have nothing. I have no feelings
Input.
towards the Showa era. So I mean,
I don't blame you. Most of the Showa era is like generally a similar plot or the same plot. Modified human guy fights a secret evil organization.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
the gist.
like it's actually a continuation of Black, or is it just like a reboot, like that one Kamen Rider Origins movie or whatever it was?
I think it's like a continuation, but I don't know. But based on how it's set up, based on the what?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Based on the trailer, it looks like a continuation, but maybe focusing on other people for a little bit. I don't know. From the information I got, what I learned is that there's gonna be Kaijin human rights, Kaijin rights.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We got monster rights. Good
Yeah.
to see we're progressive in the year of our Lord 2022.
The year of our Lord Don Momotaro.
Yeah, I think Showa is kind of one of those things where you had to grow up with it to appreciate it, if that makes any sense.
Well, like, you can still appreciate it in terms of, like, technology. Like, we used to be here, but now we're fucking here. And that's pretty cool. Science is pretty cool.
Like, this could just be my millennial brain, but I have a hard time watching like movies and shows from like that time period, especially TV grade stuff.
Yeah, it depends on what it is, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't blame you, but like, in terms of like show writer,
like I told,
you just need to pick one and you're set. What?
Yeah. So like I told you last night, I think everybody should watch at least like a couple episodes of Ichigo just to get like an appreciation for.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. My girlfriend, she has become obsessed with Kamen Rider since I showed it to her, and she actually picked up the 50th anniversary Kamen Rider manga.
Oh, yeah. Cool. How is it?
She likes it. I haven't looked at it myself, but I mean, we might check out Ichigo just to have her look at that.
Just watch a few episodes. There's like 98 something episodes of Ichigo. It's like, okay, this is too much.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Just pick like a handful and you're set.
Yeah, it kind of did the same thing as Go Ranger, where it's the first one, so it extends for an insane period of time.
Yep.
We don't know what we're doing yet, so we're just going to keep going as long as we can until it doesn't work anymore. Kind of like what probably we're doing right now.
Agreed.
Exactly.
And then one day, three more nerds will take our places and be the new generation.
Don't count it, but okay.
Jack will be played by a vegan nugget.
It's just like a thing of broccoli. Guys as a nugget.
Yeah, Jack the Nougat.
Jack the Nougat. I get replaced by candy bar.
It's just like a tumble roll. Toblerone.
I'll change my profile picture to eject when that happens.
Oh, God.
What? Okay. Okay. I don't mind.
A time traveler kicks a pebble. Your profile picture is now eject.
Yeah. Funny how time works. It makes less sense in Tokusatsu, even.
Sogo from Geo moves a chair. His show is now good.
And we can only wish, we can only hope, but we know the reality of the situation. We're only watching Zeo for Woz.
Exactly.
What plot? There's only was here.
There's only was, nothing else.
There's no plot here. Don't look through this window. There's no plot. There's only was. Yeah.
Yep.
And his boyfriend Gates.
I will say, I mean, he's literally called gays. What do you expect?
Gates or gays, whatever you want. How do you not gaze at gays?
You're doing a disservice to the fandom if you don't.
You're doing the service of the fandom by not looking at Was instead. He is the only good thing.
His back must really hurt from carrying that show.
Yeah, he gets a spine surgery.
Let that man sit down for a few minutes.
We are not talking about Scott the Was, by the way. We're talking about Was, Kamen Rider, Zio.
Oh, wait, we're not?
Hey all, Kamen Rider Was here.
They were the same person.
Hey all, Scott here.
I'm tired of being left out of company.
Hey all, Scott here. Look at this weird clock thing I found.
Hey all, Was here. Check out this new ride watch.
I can honestly see, like, if Scott existed in fiction, he just goes shopping and finds a ride watch at Walmart, thinking it's normal.
Hey, I need a new watch. Pushes the button. Where'd this come from?
Okay.
Where'd this armor come from?
That'd be a confusing situation. That'd be a precarious situation. Yeah.
I will say I think I'm more okay with them like trying to continue Revice, or like in terms of merchandise than I am with Zio, because with Zio, after the show ended, it was so obvious they were trying to do like the next Gokaiger thing, where you just get like an infinite amount of ride watches, and from now until the end of time.
I don't think that works with considering what ride watches are. I feel like a on-mass collectible thing doesn't work with battery stuff.
They never made a Revice watch, did they?
Nope.
Because like with the keys, they don't have any electronics. They have moving parts, but they're still relatively cheap to produce. And you can make a whole bunch of them with the same key notches on them.
Yeah, pretty much. At most, there's like a spring mechanism, but there's nothing battery here.
I think the Memorial ones added like a spring-loaded button thing to the side.
Yeah,
and like the ones, but
that. But it's like ride watches. But like ride watches are like kind of lame. They're kind of lame. Meanwhile, the stance is like, oh, there's an animal here too. Cool.
It's one of those things where you really only need one. You really don't need to get like a whole collection unless you want to.
Yeah, but even if you wanted to, there's a good chance that like a good amount of them are just like gone.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted the what was it called? Yeah, Decade Violent Emotion ride watch. For some reason, that was like a gash upon release. Just off the face of the earth the instant release.
Weird.
Yeah, that happens to like a lot of Toku stuff. Like I was looking through Kotetsu thing, and it's like, what Sentai gears can I get here? And like a good amount of like if it's having to go Kaiser, kiss them goodbye. They're mostly gone at this point. You have better luck getting the Avataro gears, but even then, they're constantly sold out.
Rest in peace, Memorial Mabara. It's gone but never forgotten.
Gone but never forgotten.
Gone but never forgotten. Yeah.
So, anybody else have anything?
Not really.
Wait, Mochi, any last thoughts?
Wait, am I dying?
What?
No.
I said last thoughts, not last words.
Oh, okay.
Check out Tubi. You can watch Tokusatsu there for free. Or, I don't know, somehow find the Tokusatsu thing.
Watch Futo PI. That's going to be our way of possibly getting more Kamen Rider in the West.
That is what I'm hoping for, honestly. Like, through the use of waifu and yaoi, when Futo PI will get Western Kamen Rider stuff, finally. That isn't Masked Rider.
If you're a fan of Double, watch Futo PI. It's just more Double.
Or if you're a fan of yaoi and waifu, check out Futopia. They have both.
There's a thing for everybody in there.
Yeah,
We have
indeed.
like what Masked Rider, Dragon Knight, and the recent Blu-ray release of Kuga. That's it.
There's also
Yeah.
a 01 Marvel comic that's coming at some point.
I don't think that's Marvel, but yeah.
That's the Titan Publishing.
Oh, Time Punching. Why do I keep thinking it's Marvel?
You
I
just
don't know.
want you just want Bugman to fight Bugman. That's why.
I do. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, Sentai was associated with Marvel for a good 5 years in the beginning.
Stan Lee wanted to adapt one of the Sentais.
Yes,
One of the Sentais, yes. But, like,
And then, God, that makes me so mad because they were like, "Nah, this is never gonna catch on."
And then in the 90s, we got Power Rangers, and Stan Lee's just probably looking at that board of directors, just going, "Not gonna catch on, huh?"
not gonna catch on, huh? Not gonna make any profit. Fuck you. There's Power Rangers now. We can't do shit.
And
well.
And then that team crossed over with DC, and he is just livid.
Yeah, it's a situation. Rest in peace, Stanley.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Cool guy.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
Yep.
I think if that's it, I think we're all good. Like we said, watch Futopia, help us get some more Toku in the West. Pet your dogs.
Pet your animals.
Feed your mochis. He gets very hungry.
It's been 3 days.
He hasn't eaten in 3 days. Please feed him.
Check out Tubi for official Tokusatsu stuff.
Watch. There's some Kamen Rider officially on YouTube on an official Toku YouTube channel. Though they only have the first 2 episodes of any series, which really sucks.
Yeah, no, Tubi's the better option here.
It doesn't have everything, but it's there.
It's a start. It has, as far as I know, it has like Tokusatsu's catalog in terms of Tokusatsu stuff.
It's got the original Masked Rider. It's got 01 on there.
You got Ryuki. You got Kuga.
It's got Ryuki and Kuga.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's like a overload of Ultraman stuff here in Tubi. There's a lot of that.
Watch that too, I guess. Just get all the Toku in there.
Oh yeah, I remembered. Tokusatsu is continuing the Sentai stuff with 5-Man and Aba Ranger.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's gonna be on Tubi at some point, eventually someday. There is Blu-ray coming, so that's good.
Tubi is free. We are not sponsored. Hit us up if you want. Hit us up if you want sponsorship.
Raycon, Raid Shadow Legends, anybody, we're begging you.
We need to feed ourselves. Mochi hasn't eaten in 3 days.
Yeah. We are in desperate need. Wink wonk.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Everyone have a good day. Goodbye.
Likewise. Have a nice day. Goodbye.